morning, Soul Tribe. How's everybody doing? It's a beautiful day here. The sun's out. I hope everyone's doing well. Hi, baby girl. Just playing a little ball with my dog here. Sweet thing. Let's see if she's gonna let me have the ball here. Okay, good girl. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to have a conversation briefly about addictions. And this is coming up, and I imagine it's going to come up even more. Um, we had the Rob Reiner incident, and then now a young man in Florida that just killed his wife over a football game, apparently, and shot the stepdaughter. Um, we need to have a conversation. Okay, people need to be aware of what's going on. Um, it's going to get increasingly worse as things pick up. Um, things are going to pick up and get worse with the addictions and the mental health issues. And if you're not driving your bus, something else is driving your bus. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you're in Hollywood, if you're here, if you have a lot of money, if you don't have a lot of money. Addictions is something that is everywhere. And people are trying to numb now. I mean, it's the last little bit here with the age of Pisces closing out. 2,000 years of fragmented divine masculine and feminine and toxicity and war and dominance and all the old things that have been going on that are now just being wiped. Everything's being cleared, cleansed, old karma, everything, and being brought up to the light to be seen. Good girl. I like the way you just tossed it right there. Okay. Everything's being seen because it needs to be seen. It needs to come up to the light and be seen. But it's coming up now, not in just ways that are just so tragic, so heartbreaking. And it's not going to stop. The planet's ascending into light. The goddess is rising, which is requiring this planet, it's rising back into a reascension of ancient Lemuria and Atlantis, and the goddess rising. A long time ago it fell to the lower depths, this planet. A long time ago. It once was very different. And we've seen 2,000 years and what a mess they made of it, but honoring the past. But now the goddess and the feminine, divine masculine and feminine within us all is requiring healing and wholeness. And if you're in circumstances where there's addiction, and whether it's, Rob Reiner's son who had mental illness, but the bottom line was meth, violence. And this other guy that just killed his wife, it was cocaine. And alcohol is always involved to just top it off, to get the psychotic anger going enough to where you're not driving your bus. And the bottom line is, if you're not driving your bus and making decisions from a rational, healthy, whole body, heart, mind, body, spirit, the something else will make them for you. And the more toxic the situation is, the more auras are opened up like Swiss cheese, allowing negative entities, earthbound souls, allowing demons, things that do not have your best interest or anyone else's best interest in heart. And they'll be driving your bus because you're basically inviting them in. When you're doing these sort of things and putting these things into your body, you're allowing other things to enter your aura and take over you. So, and more of these will come up until people see this and they want to stop and they need to change. And that's basically what's happening. And we're going to see this a lot more. And it's hard to say that, but it's the truth. It's going to come up even more. And the end result is not good. And if you're in codependent relationships or abusive relationships, family dynamics where the kids, you can't miss the red flags. It has to be tough love, and you have to choose yourself. That's the bottom line. because you don't know what's going to happen next with people that are doing these toxic things that are affecting not only them, but they could, in the drop of a hat, be killing someone, hurting themselves. So whether it's your child, your mother, father, brother, sister, relationships, you have to see the red flags and you have to make the call and you have to make the choice and choose you. It's not a time to be over codependent. It's not a time to be missing the red flags and the signs. If you're feeling fear and you got goosebumps, you better take heed to the signs and make the call to protect yourself. These people, some need help. And hopefully they can get help and make the right choices is to stop. Is to stop with these addictions and these things where they're allowing other things into their body and just who knows what destruction they'll cause everywhere they go. So you have to be mindful. Don't allow them in. Take your power back. Keep your power. And once again, our heart goes out to the families of these crises. But this needs to go viral. People need to start talking about this. It's not behind closed doors anymore. This is what's going on. It needs to come out. We need to talk about it, and people need help and know that they can. They can get the help. And they don't have to live their life like this, because it will be misery. These sort of things that you're going to do that you used to think were fun, no. It's not fun. It is misery, 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 and it will be that way for everything and everyone you come in contact when you're doing this. So let's have a good life. Let's work on releasing things that are not serving and go into a new year uh, having more joy and educating and talking to people and teaching them, what is really going on behind the scenes with the negative entities and demonic things that you're unaware of, that they're coming into your aura. And it's not even the same people. They're not even the same people when this is happening. It's not them driving the bus. So everyone needs to be aware. Know you're loved. And we can talk more about this and certain healing techniques and things you can do to heal energies and release. And anyways, know you're loved. I hope your Sunday's peaceful, happy, and joyful, and just be super mindful with situations you're in and you're allowing. What are you allowing? Right? You're worth so much more. Sometimes it's better to be by yourself than in those situations, for sure. You know? Take good care of yourself and your families. Know you're loved. Alright, so try peace, love, and a whole lot of light. Mwah.